Hello friends, today's my topic is composition of function and invertible function. Myself NB Pandya, PGT Maths. So about composition of function, let f such that a to b and g such that b to c be two functions. Then the composition of f and g denoted by GOF is defined as the function g of f such that a to c given by g of fx is equal to g of fx for every x belongs to a. As shown as your slide, your figure, first set is a, second one set is b through function f, this is fx, and again set c through g, this is g of fx. So if we say what is g of f, then this is clearly denoted in the picture. G of fx is what? So simply you say this is the composition of two function. Next, for example, let f such that 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5 9 and g such that 3 4 5 9 to 7 11 15 be the function defined as f2 is equal to 3, f3 is equal to 4, f4 is equal to 5, and f5 is equal to also 5, and g3 is equal to z4 is equal to 7, and g5 is equal to z9 is equal to 11. Find z of f. We have z of f2 is equal to z of f2, and your f2 is 3, so this is g3, and your g3 is 7. So directly f g of f2 is 7. Same thing for z of f3. G f3 is equal to z4 is equal to 7. Like this, the remaining part you solve. So this is a very simple example for finding g of f. Find g of f and f of z if f such that r2r and g such that r2r are given by fx is equal to cos x and gx is equal to 3x square. Show that g of f is not equal to f of z. So we have z of fx is equal to z of fx, z cos x. This implies thrice cos x whole square. This can be written as 3 cos square x. Similarly, f of zx is equal to f of zx is equal to f of 3x square. This is equal to cos of 3x square. Note that 3 cos square x is not equal to cos of 3x square. Hence g of f is not equal to f of z. So this is the example number 16. Then after this, next question, show that if f r2r, some restrictions are there, is defined by fx is equal to 3x plus 4 upon 5x minus 7 and g r2r is defined by gx is equal to 7x plus 4 upon 5x minus 3, then f of z is equal to identity function. Z of f is also identity function, where a is equal to r minus 3 by 4 and b is equal to r minus 7 by 5. Ix is equal to x for every x belongs to a, I b x is equal to x for every x belongs to b are called identity functions on sets a and b respectively. So for this purpose, first we find g of fx. So since fx is equal to 3x plus 4 upon 5x minus 7, you put in this place, so this is just like a g in bracket 3x plus 4 upon 5x minus 7, and after this your gx is defined by 7x plus 4 upon 5x minus 3. So what you do, in place x you put 3x plus 4 upon 5x minus 7. So this is 7 into in bracket plus 4 upon 5 into in bracket minus 3. By simplification, this is equal to 41x upon 41 and this is equal to x. Similarly, f of zx is equal to f of zx is what? 7x plus 4 upon 5x minus 3. And after this, what is your fx? 3x plus 4 upon 5x minus 7. So directly you put the value and calculate. So this is again x. Then z of fx is equal to x for every x belongs to b, and f of z x is equal to x for every x belongs to a, which implies that g of f is equal to ib and f of z is equal to ia. So this is the solution about this question. Next, this is an important definition. A function f such that x to y is defined to be a invertible. कोई भी फंक्शन कब इन्वर्टिबल होगा? For this purpose, what is the definition? A function f such that x to y is defined to be a invertible if there exists a function z such that y to x such that z of f is equal to ix and f of z is equal to iy. The function z is called the inverse of f and denoted by f inverse. Thus, if f is invertible, then f must be 1 1 and onto, and also conversely, if f is 1 1 and onto, then f must be invertible. This fact helped to proving a function f is to be invertible by showing that f is 1 1 and onto, especially when the actual inverse of f is not to be determined. So finally you say, if you prove a function is invertible or not, you simply show z of fx is equal to x and f of zy is equal to y. So this is the definition about invertible function. Next, let f n to y be a function defined as fx is equal to 4x plus 3, where y is equal to y belongs to n, such that y is equal to 4x plus 3 for some x belongs to n. Show that f is invertible. Find the inverse also. So consider an arbitrary element y of y. By the definition, y is equal to 4x plus 3 for some x in the domain n. This shows x is equal to y minus 3 by 4. This is a simple transformation. In place y you put 4x plus 3, you transfer all values one side, x one side, then what happened? X is equal to y minus 3 by 4. So define g such that y to n by zy is equal to y minus 3 by 4. Now g of fx is equal to z of fx. What is fx? 4x plus 3. So you put in place fx 4x plus 3. So this is g of 4x plus 3. And again, what is gy? Y minus 3 by 4. So you put in this place 4x plus 3. So 4x plus 3 minus 3 by 4, this is actually x. And same thing for f of zy, and you simplify, so you get y. This shows that z of f is equal to in and f of z is equal to iy, which implies that f is invertible and g is the inverse of f. So this is a simple proof. Then after this, again question number 1, this is actually a exercise question. Let f such that 1 3 4 2 1 2 5 and g 1 2 5 2 1 3 be given by f is equal to 1 2 3 5 4 1 and z 1 3 2 3 5 1 write down z of f. The function f says that 1 3 4 2 1 2 5 and g says that 1 2 5 2 1 3 are defined as f 1 2 3 5 4 1 and z is equal to 1 3 2 3 5 1. So z of f1 is equal to z of f1 is equal to z2 is equal to 3. Actually f1 is what? 2. So in place z of f1, this is g of 2, and z2 is what? 3. So this is a 3. Similarly z of f3 is equal to z of f3 is equal to z of 5, and this is equal to 1. So you get 1. And last one, z of f4 is equal to z of f1, means z of f4 and f4 value is 1, so g of 1 is equal to 3. So finally z of f 1 3 3 1 4 3. That's all. Next, find g of f and f of z if fx is equal to mod x, gx is equal to mod of 5x minus 2, fx is equal to 8x cube, and zx is equal to x power 1 by 3. So here first part, fx is equal to mod x and zx is equal to 5x minus 2 given. Z of fx is what? Z of fx, and fx is what? Mod x. So this is z of mod x. This mod x you treat as a x. So what happened? Modulus of 5 modulus of x minus 2 and f of z, x is equal to what? F of mod of 5x minus 2, then double modulus sign and 5x minus 2. So this is only a mod 5x minus 2. Similarly you get the value for fx is equal to 8x cube and gx is equal to x power 1 by 3. So simply you write z of fx, then you put fx, then z of 8x cube, then again by definition of zx, what is gx? X power 1 by 3. So this is 8x cube power 1 by 3. So finally 2x. Like this, f of zx is equal to f of zx. What is gx? X power 1 by 3 whole cube, then after this 8 1 by 3 whole cube. So this is only 8x. So this type you do. Next, question number 4. If fx is equal to 4x plus 3 upon 6x minus 4, show that f of f is equal to x. And what is the inverse? This is also you calculate. So here fx is given. F of fx means f of fx, f of 4x plus 3 upon 6x plus 4. Again you put same value in the same function. So what happened? 4 in bracket 4x plus 3 upon 6x minus 4 plus 3 whole upon 6 into 4x plus 3 upon 6x minus 4 minus 4. So 16x plus 12 plus 18x minus 12 upon 24x plus 18 minus 24x plus 16. So this is overall 34x by 34. So finally f of fx is equal to x, and this is also ix. So this function is invertible, and our proof is complete. And also the given function f is invertible and its inverse is itself f. Next, consider function r2 minus 5 to infinity given by fx is equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 5. Show that f is invertible with f inverse is equal to y is root over y plus 6 minus 1 upon 3. This is a very important question for examination point of view. So listen carefully. This function f r positive 2 minus 5 to infinity define is given by fx is equal to 5x square plus 6x minus 5. Let y be an arbitrary element of minus 5 infinite. Let y is equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 5. By completing the square method, जो कि आपने इन क्लास 10th भी देखा हुआ है, y is equal to 3x plus 1 whole square minus 1 minus 5. So this is finally 3x plus 1 whole square minus 6. You transfer this 6, so y plus 6 3x plus 1 whole square, then 3x plus 1 is equal to root over y plus 6. Finally x is equal to root over y plus 6 minus 1 by 3. So f is onto, thereby range f is minus 5 to infinite. Let us define g minus 5 to infinite to r plus as a gy root over y plus 6 minus 1 upon 3. Z of fx, z of 9x square plus 6x minus 5. So this is just like a z of 3x plus 1 whole square minus 6. You put the values and get x. And similarly f of zy is y. You calculate very simply, only put the value, you use complete part as a x and put in fx or zy or zx or whatever. So finally f of zy is equal to y. So z of f is equal to x is also identity, f of z is equal to y is also identity, hence f is invertible, and the inverse of f given by f inverse y is equal to root over y plus 6 minus 1 by